It's that dreaded day that we gotta say goodbye to everyone. Been traveling with friends since October when we got here. Here it is, April 21st. I think we spent about 3 weeks without friends. The whole time we've been in Florida. Now we got time alone. It's one of the things we got to do when we're on the road is maintain the truck, and I'm out here. I wanted to talk about the hitch today, but I'm doing this. Changing the fuel filter, as you can see, and got the old one out. Comes in a kit with new O-rings. Got the filter, new O-rings. Damn dealer wants, I think, about $200 to change the filter. I bought the filter for $42 and the socket I needed for $11, so it'll save you quite a bit of money if you change your own filter. But so, put it back together, let the pump prime up, start it. I'm going to take it for a quick drive around the block, and take the garbage over to the dumpster, then we'll come back and talk about this hitch, because it's the number one thing I get asked about. It's people are curious. We were early adopters. I've got about 30,000 miles towing with it so far, so I think I have a valid opinion. We'll talk about it in a few minutes. So when we bought our rig, we knew we were going to install this hitch. We bought this with our own money. It's not a sponsored video. We've had it for 3 years. We towed over, like I said, over 30,000 miles with it. Me and Ange installed this ourselves. We used the picnic table, got the back bolts in, and then just lowered the front of the rig down to leverage up the front of it and put the bolts in. It was a pretty simple install. It was our first tow with the rig, pulling out of the very first site. Seems like so long ago now. We've towed through the mountains, over bad roads. You can see in these pictures some of the worst roads we hit were in Colorado. We've been back and forth on I-10 through Michigan. We're from Michigan. Anybody that's drove in Michigan knows how bad the roads are. This thing's been amazing. I don't know if I can give 100% to the hitch. I think the truck, just the whole setup, this thing, it rides great. We love our setup. I wouldn't give it up for anything. So back to the hitch. Main thing was I wanted the bed of my truck. I knew I was going to get a gooseneck. The only choice at the time was Reese or Gen Y, really. I wasn't going to go with one of the adapters or anything like that. I don't trust those setups. I know too many people that have had issues with them. One of the questions I get all the time is, it hard to hook up? Well, my truck, I have a camera system. I can zoom in. I'll show you a picture here. I can zoom in on the ball pretty good. Lining it up is just like a fifth wheel. You can see in this video, I'm kind of off center here, and it still drops down onto the ball. It's kind of like a trailer, hooking up a travel trailer on a ball. A little wiggle room, so you have some forgiveness there. It's you don't have to be right on it for it to drop down on it. It's been a great setup. Having the bed of the truck is amazing. There's no way that having a bad back that I could deal with a big fifth wheel hitch if I needed to take it out or anything. I mean, full time, and you're not going to run into that too often, but it's nice that I have my truck when I need it. Now, I did talk to Gen Y before I purchased this. I think I was one of their first solitudes by the conversation I had with their rep at the time. I originally was going to purchase the 4500 pin weight. I'm glad I talked to them. They talked me into getting the 5500. There's a little gauge on the side there that tells you, if you're overweight or underweight. It doesn't have a scale per se, but there's a little guide on the side. I'm always right in the middle of it. The new Gen Y is a little bit different. The Presidential has a little bit different look to it, and it's redesigned. They do have a setback for the short beds to give you guys a little bit more turning radius, but I'm in the camp that if you're going to tow a fifth wheel, you want a long bed. It's I can turn 90. I'll show you a clip of me actually backing out of a site here. Yeah, I had to back out of a pull through, but you can turn pretty sharp. I'm not going to get into that debate right now. That's about the hitch, but like I said, the main thing was bed space, ease of use. It's so easy, and I'm sure a fifth wheel is easy. I have a lot of experience towing in my life. I've towed commercial trailers, tool trailers, dump trailers, fifth wheels, and this is by far the best setup I've towed with. The only thing that I would say is backing up when there's a shadow that can kind of distract you, make it hard to see lining it up, but that's where having a partner come in is really helpful. I can't say enough about them. Like I said, we're not sponsored by them. We paid with our own money for this. Everybody that I've talked to, I recommend this hitch to. If you are in the market for a gooseneck, I would definitely look into Gen Y. There is a break-in period. I really didn't notice the break-in period. We were a lot of highways for the first couple thousand miles, but zero chucking. There isn't really any feeling of movement back there. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a very solid setup. But after towing 30,000 miles with this, I would absolutely buy it again in a heartbeat. They're a great hitch. I have a few friends that have recently switched over to a Gen Y, and I think that they would all agree that it's a great setup. You can see here little towing footage of the movement and how little bed space it takes up, even turning and stuff. This was after we emptied our storage unit. I had a bunch of stuff in the back of the truck, and there's still plenty of room back there for this hitch. But if you haven't already, I would appreciate it if you could give us a thumbs up, and if this video helped you in any way or you found some useful information, please hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.